Hey guys, what's going on? This is another Airsoft Dude 1 production. Today I'm going to be doing the gear review of the back of my panel, or my back panel on the back of my TMC JPC. Now what I have going here is flat on the back. I've got my Thunderbee grenade. This is not live, but it is on there just so you know that I have one. I have a Grimlock on the back just for attaching random materials. I do have another 3-foot zip tie. If you saw my last loadout video, which should be posted by the end of the night, this is how I'm running it, and you also saw that I have another zip tie on the front. Now, I am running two different comms here. Now, they are the same radio, just face different directions. They both are on different channels so that I can communicate with two different fire teams, or I can be the squad radio operator depending on the game, and the new headsets and contacts will be in the mail soon. I do have my knife coming out of here, and I do have it looped, the paracord looped through so it doesn't fall out. Cool little thing you can do is whenever you get a knife kill, carve it in with your actual knife. I just carve in the knife kill so I can tally up my knife kills, I guess you could say. Then that just slides right back in there real nice, and then this just pushes down behind a MOLLE strap. Now the real purpose behind this video is to show you my hydration setup over the gear itself. Now this on the bottom has been modified to my liking, and if you saw in the last video, you might have been thinking then it doesn't really look like a TMC JPC, because on TMCs this part right here is not multicam. Well, that is true, but this is TMC, and it does have those, so I guess they changed their models or whatever, because this is TMC and that's what it is. So this big pouch that everything is sitting on is a tag gear or tactical assault gear 50-ounce hydration carrier. Now I use it as a banger plate, and I have two 40 mic holders holding two different radios, so you know everything's kind of changed to my liking on this. But you pull this tab over, and then here's my hydration carrier, and on the inside I have this adapter, which I will show you later in this video. Now due to the fact that I'm going to show you this bladder, I am going to disconnect this, and here you go. Here's your bladder. It's a 100-ounce bladder, or 3 liters, and I'm going to start at the top, go to the bottom. Now top, there is this shock cord, so you can remove this top part, and I'm going to try and do this. You remove that top part and it stays on, so when you're cleaning it you don't lose it or whatever. The cool thing about this is you open up the top of the bladder and it's easy to clean. As you can see all the way down, it's easy to clean, easy to dry, easy to do all that kind of stuff, easy to fill up with ice, reusable ice packs, whatever you may use. Then you just fold it over, or just hold it real tight, and then slide this thing back down the little provided rail that there is, and then like I said, the shock cord keeps it on. Now you've got a movable little thing here, and you unscrew the cap on it, and then the cap is held on by this ring. Now you can unscrew it or screw it on depending upon your liking, and wherever you want this you can lock it in that position. It's a little tab that you can loop the hose through, or if you like to, you could use this as a handle as you're filling it, because I know with Camelbacks there's nothing to hold and it's kind of hard. Nothing bad against Camelback, they do have a good design now, but I do prefer this Source better for a tactical gear kind of position. The inside of the skin here is thicker. The whole skin is thicker than a Camelback, and it doesn't puncture very easily, which is a great thing. Especially in this kind of situation where you're using it in airsoft and it might get punctured really easily and things like that. Now I use it folded in half, but it still gets the water around, so you're going to want to use it like that if you're doing my kind of thing, because it's a 100-ounce bladder in a 50-ounce holder. Now you can get away with filling this 3/4 the way full and still being able to use it in there like this, and then when it runs out you can just shake the water down or kind of jump upside down or whatever you might want. So the inside is lined with an antimicrobial agent or whatever, so that bacteria and things have a really hard time growing on this. So you can use it for, I use this for hiking. I got it a month ago and I've used it 3 times on hiking. It's worked great due to the little spigot that I'll show you later, and it's just a great system because if you're just going out on a day hike or whatever, you might want to refrigerate your water. Now, you disconnect the hose on a Camelback and it tends to leak, but this is spring loaded, so you can disconnect the hose, it's still holding water, slide it right into your fridge, and it's going. You know, you've got water on demand, and it's and it won't leak. I mean, you get that one drop between this hose and there, and you're good to go. So you don't have to have a hose laying around inside of your fridge, which gets annoying, believe me, especially if you're a backpacker, a biker, or whatever. So this video isn't just directed towards Milsim Airsoft kind of guys or paintball or whatever. So this is kind of directed toward a larger audience. Now, like I said, quick disconnect. You just push the little buttons at the bottom and it disconnects. Now I'm going to put this back inside so I can flip the JPC over, and this just slides in real nice, and then I can hook this into the hose, and there you go. Good as new. Now this little thing I was talking about can go on there, but it, you know, there's no point in that. So right here is where I have my feed lip going. Now to disconnect this, you kind of have to push into it to take this out, and here's your feed lip. I'll go into that a little bit later. Now what this is an adapter, so you can fill it up, and like you can see here, I have it weave through the MOLLE. I can disconnect it from that, hold or push this on, no button pushing required, just push it down till you hear the satisfying click so you know it's locked in. Now you can use a water bottle to fill this up, you can use a hose spigot to fill this up, you can do anything you want to fill this thing up so that you don't have to take your plate carrier off to refill your hydration system. And I think that's a genius idea. It's got a one-way valve, so when you try and get more air inside the water bottle, you know, because you're like an Aquafina water bottle, you crush it down and then you need more air to squeeze the rest of it out. You just pull it and it's got a one-way valve, so the air comes in, the water doesn't go out, and then you just push the rest of it in. And it's a nice rubber, stretchy rubber, so you can use any size water bottle, any size hose adapter, all that. That's a great idea from the guys at Source. I'm really digging this, and I have used it, believe me. Now, that one's a little tricky to get off. But, so now, my bladder is refilled. I just slip it right through the MOLLE, or Pals webbing, or whatever you want to call it, and there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, the hose is covered with this net so that it doesn't get cut or get lacerated or get opened or whatever. So that's really another nice thing. It doesn't come off, so don't like bleach it or anything. But here you go. So this is the Storm bite valve, I think, or it's not a bite valve, honestly. So you disconnect it, or you take the cap off like that, and then you twist this green part on the ends. Like, if you can't see this on the video, it goes black right here, kind of a lighter green, a green, silver, green. Now you twist the farthest out green part, you twist it, and pull it out. There you go. The only thing I don't like about this design is when you pull it out, if you pull it too hard, you'll rip the rubber, and I already have tears forming. So if you're buying this, I suggest buying the other valve, which is a bite valve, just like a Camelback or whatever. This one does allow a lot of water through because it's like an open chamber, and it's a really nice design in that way. But they could have done it a little bit better with stronger materials and whatnot. And then to lock it, you can either just push it in, put the cap on because water won't leak out at that point, or twist it if you're not going to put water in it or drink from it in the near future. Now, the nice thing about this is you can clean it really easily because you just twist it and pop it off. And then there you go, you can clean there. And when you're cleaning, this hose can kind of get annoying because of the lock-off valve, so you can kind of just do that to feed water through it. Or you can use the adapter if you buy that. The adapter is $9. The bite valve comes with it. The hose comes with... Okay, so I'm going to give you the little run over. The bladder costs $25 with the hose and the valve. So that's a really good deal, in my opinion, off Amazon. I got it off Amazon, all that. This is $9 off Amazon. and the pouch is $25. So that's pretty decent pricing because tag gears, you know, real stuff and all that. So here you go. This has just been a short little hydration setup on my TMC JPC. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my YouTube, or not my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, or follow me on Instagram, Bassman Cal Jr. BASSMANCALJR. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. And this has been another Airsoft Dude 1 production, recorded on my Contour Roam 2.